Thank you for watching. I thought I'd just let the camera roll and just kind of share with you guys a little bit of what my day looks like. This is Saturday evening. We just did a full day of workshops and spent through all of our prep, and so I'm gonna make some cups and feet in preparation for Sunday's workshops. I also have a little special project I need to make for my wife, a little goddess pendant that she would like to give to a friend whose baby shower is tomorrow. So you'll see me make that at the end of the video too. This is pretty typical of my day here at Zen Glass Studio. I get friends who come by and say hello, and I make these cups and feet, or I help with workshops and classes. If I don't get this prep done, we have a hard time at workshops the next day or that week. So it's pretty important. The work that I'm doing for me is almost second nature. I do it a lot. So it's a good time for me to kind of let my mind wander. I come up with a lot of my ideas for different things in my life to make things better, or fun things to do, or things I'd like to do, ideas for art pieces. And I'll have to kind of either chew on it for a while or jot it down. I have a chalkboard here behind where the camera's recording, and I'll jot some basic words down from these ideas, and sometimes I'll take them further. Sometimes I just erase them off the chalkboard and nothing happens. Production here doesn't require a lot of creative input. It is almost the same thing over and over again. There are some variations, especially when I get to the cups. Right now I'm doing feet. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward. I like to listen to music. Gives me something to move to dance to. Because glass blowing is a dance. As you can see, it's movement. Some repetitive movements. The glass is always moving. Going on a job interview. The inevitability of refinement when doing a repetitive process. It's the study of mankind. It's the evolution of mankind. Without it, we wouldn't be here where we are today. With technology, with community. We are creatures of habit. Try it out. It's a pretty neat experiment to do something that you don't do often or that you've never done, that you're not good at, and to practice it over and over and over again, not just in that hour or that day, then week after month after year after year after year. It's amazing to look back and see the skills that you've built and that you've bought for yourself with that repetitive movement. I noticed it from running and training for a marathon. I couldn't even fathom running 26 miles. I would look at people who ran 26 miles and was completely dumbfounded how they could do that. I could barely run 1 mile. But to be able to prove to myself in a very short time, 2 years, that I could absolutely run a marathon, and I did, proving to myself that it wasn't impossible. It was quite possible. But it starts with running one mile, one block. I remember the first mile I ran, I would probably walk the first block or two and then start running, be able to run for a block or two and then walk a block, run a block or two or three, walk a block. I remember I stopped multiple times running 1 mile. I wasn't able to run the whole time. And just practicing. My neighbor Bart was telling me, after I went out maybe 2 or 3 times, he'd see me going out. Going for a run, Josh? Yeah. And I would run my little mile, come back all sweaty and burnt out. And he would say, you can build a new habit in 26 days or 28 days. No, I didn't know that, Bart. But thank you. I'm going to run at that. I'm going to go for that. Let's see how it does. See where it takes me. And I built a new habit. I built a new life for myself. I was not the person I was before. I think I'm going to grab some more tubing that I have to pull down. But with repetition, you could build a new life for yourself. It could be in a new trade. It could be in a new training regimen. It could be in a new meal plan. It could be in a new way that you keep your living quarters or your vehicle. And when you look back over time from doing this, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, you're going to see a pile of work that you've put in. It's going to be so rewarding because it compounds, it stacks. There's proof. We're put here to go through life and experience different things. That is why we're here. I enjoy the challenge of that thing, that odd, unrefined action that I have not done before. It's awkward. I feel very clumsy. I have a hard time finding a rhythm. I struggle. I doubt myself and doubt if this is the way it should be done. I get frustrated. And I can see that in so many different aspects of my life when I'm doing something I'm not practiced at. It's like the unpolished gem. You may have something there. It just looks like some rough barnacles, but maybe with some refinement, it could be a gem. But you don't know. Maybe you have a feeling, an intuition, or a tickle, or an itch that's telling you that there's something there. You just gotta keep going, you gotta keep working, you gotta keep refining. People say all the time, "Oh, you're so talented." But they say it after they see your creations, your artwork. "Oh, you're so talented." If they could see how many times I've made that thing or something similar, if they could see the progression from the first terrible ones that I made to the one that they're viewing now and complimenting my talent. Would they still call it talent? Would they say that your talent is in just biting down and plowing forward, failing miserably over and over again? Or would they say something else? They say, "Whoa, you have come a long way. since those first terrible garbage pieces you used to make. Or I saw the first one of those you did and it was bad. Look at this beautiful, elegant piece. I feel like it's there. It's ripe for the picking for anybody who's willing to put the work in. I know that's vague, and I know there might be some out there that are struggling with something that is outside of everything that I've talked about today. I know that all too well. So I am generalizing. But with what you could do, your processes could be used to benefit your life in so many ways, to enrich your life in so many ways. When you're practicing something for the future, you're investing in yourself. You're investing now for a time later to use those skills that you've built efficiently. What is it that you want to be practiced at? In today's day and age, a lot of us want that instant gratification. We just want to be good at playing the drums. We just want to be good at fill in the blank, at making YouTube videos, at playing hockey, at cooking wonderful meals. We want to skip over all of the hard work it takes to build those skills. What's the easiest way? But the reward you get when you're improving upon your skill set for the future is second to none. And the more you do it, the more you realize that it works holistically in your life. It works on all facets of your life. So start incorporating more into your daily practice. want to have more energy throughout the day, practice spending lots of energy. Let your body know that you're going to be demanding and commanding more energy than what you've previously used. Our bodies are amazing and are built to evolve with the environment. And so if you don't have energy, blast through some energy. Use energy, command energy. More days than you don't. It's the opposite of what you think will probably work. If you don't have the energy, you may think that resting is going to help you. But resting is just telling your body that you can slow it all down. Which, if you want energy, is not what you want to do. If you want energy, you need to pump it up. Bump it up. You have to train for longevity. You have to exercise hard for longer and longer periods of time to start building stronger stamina, to start building more endurance. Resting is not going to build endurance. Relaxing is not going to build stamina. Practicing building more stamina is going to give you more stamina. Practicing using more energy is going to give you more energy. This is the torso pendant. I was practiced at making these. I did a good maybe 10 of them last year. I had some left, so I didn't work on any this year. So it had been a year since I made them, and I found myself clumsy. I found myself out of practice. I found myself forgetting which moves I needed to make next. It wasn't habitual. So it took me a little longer than I thought it would. It forced me to kind of go over some of the areas multiple times with multiple passes so that I could get it into a place where I was happy with it. But I noticed immediately it was not as refined as the torso pendants I have previously made. I would need to make multiples in a row especially, and kind of find my groove and get in a rhythm. Refine my movements. And they'll go much smoother. They'll look more refined. And that's the aesthetic that I like. That's where I've been heading lately. Here's the homie, Jared, coming and paying me a visit. I'm thankful for these visits. And Rachel too, his wife. Many times, if my friends didn't come visit me at the studio, I wouldn't see them. I get kind of stuck in my groove where I'm either at the studio or I'm at home. I don't venture out very much, and so I am thankful. They come and spend some time with me, say hello, give me a hug. It's nice to see them. We're talking about a show with a couple of cover bands that were playing in town locally. A Widespread Panic cover band and a Talking Heads cover band and a Fish cover band at one of our local breweries, Cage Brewing. I didn't have a chance to go over there. I kind of finished up this torso and then shut it all down. Came home, I had some work to do on one of the kids' bedrooms. We're painting it, and the ceiling has a big crack. So I was doing some work on that to try and clean it up so we could paint over it, not have a big crack in the ceiling. So I was just trying to finish up my day to get home and get on my honey-do list. This torso pendant was the last thing I had to work on. I do love the ability to kind of work on something I'm proud of when someone asks for a specific piece that I do, to be able to work on it, make something really nice. To impart some positive energy into it as I'm creating it. Again, it's for a friend of ours' baby shower. So I want it to be nice. I want there to be some good juju in it so she could feel that I made it with care. It's not sloppy. It's nice and clean. These are some nice colors. perfectionist, and I want things to be just right. I want to be happy with it until it was just right. So while I'm here putting the finishing touches on this, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you watched the whole video, thank you. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. And we'll see if I do some more of these. It's an interesting way for me to express some of the ideas and ideals that are flying around in my head on a regular basis. I have a lot of stuff that I'm working on throughout the day. I think it's pretty entertaining to watch, so that's why I just let it roll. I think it kind of speaks for itself. And yeah, pretty happy. And we'll see you next time.